Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I gotta ask you. I'm gonna talk about something just a little bit tad controversial. Is that okay with you? Drop a 1 if that's okay. Drop a 2 if it's like, no, you should not go there, Sherry. Drop a 1 if it's okay. 2 if you should not go there, Sherry. And I understand. But tonight I'm gonna talk about something just a little tiny bit controversial. Is that okay with you? Is that okay? So before I'm doing that, I wanna know, where are you listening from? What state? What state are you listening from? Wyoming? Texas? Las Vegas? Alaska? Utah? Like, where are you guys listening from? I want to know where more the conservative is, where more the liberal is. Like, where are you listening from? Because tonight, I had this interesting conversation with someone, and you can't make this type of story up. We were actually down at the restaurant, and I was in the bathroom, and I heard this lady just like crying, just heaving and crying. And so I didn't know what to do. It's kind of an awkward situation. So I asked her, I was like, hey, just tell me if you don't want me to bother you, but I just want to know, are you doing okay? Is there anything you need help with? Like, can I help? And she was hysterical. And the only thing that she could get out was she said, well, hello there, Brooke and Joe and Angela and Kathy and Doc. Okay, this is what she said. She was like, my son decided he's not going to go to college. I'm like, okay, so why are you hysterically crying? Like, I'm confused. Why are you? And she's hysterical because the son was not going to go to college, and therefore the son was going to be a failure, and the son was never going to be anything in her eyes, and it was just a massive tragedy. And so I'm sitting there trying to figure out, like, what am I supposed to deal with this woman? What am I supposed to say to her? Like, I want to try to, snap her out of that and get her mindset going, like, congratulate her son's not going to college, like, look at all the positives. But I couldn't quite do that because she's sitting there hysterically crying, and I haven't developed the emotional skills yet to snap her from stage 5 depression over here to joyous. I haven't developed that. So all I did was I sat there and I told her everything is going to be okay, I promise. But here's what I'm going to tell you is what I wanted to tell her is this: college. First, I want to know what's your guys' take on college. Is college necessary? Drop a 1 if you went to college. Did you go to college? Drop a 2 if you did not go to college, like that was not your path. Drop a 3 if you started going to college, but you didn't quite finish. College dropout. That drop a 3 for that, and those are okay. That's why I started going to college. I got the degrees, but I ended up becoming a number 3. I went down a different path. But here's my statement today that I want to tell you. Here's what I want to tell you. College, you can make up your own opinions. Everybody can have their own opinions. But what they can't do is they can't make up their own facts. And here's the facts I'll tell you about college today. College today, 28% of students actually go to college, get a job in their field description they studied and spent so much money on. Only 28%. And of that 28%, listen here, of that 28%, David and Scott and Melissa and Leslie, of that 28%, 51% report hating the job that they have. And a total of 76% of college students report that they never actually use the knowledge they spent 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know how many years not counting the thousands of dollars. And by the way, with college, you realize that college has gone up, the price tag has gone up 8 times, Shane, Melissa, 8 times the college price tag has gone up, while the actual job salaries have stayed stagnant. Okay, so here's this. Here's what I want to tell you. College education, if it's for you, that's cool. If you want to go for the experience, you want to go for the fun, you want to go for X, Y, and Z, go for it. But it's not necessary. It's not required to have success. I'll tell you that. And here's this. I've never really truly understood, why would somebody go learn how to build a business from a teacher that's never built a business? I love my teachers, but why would someone learn how to go become an entrepreneur, learn how to go build a massive business from somebody that's never done it? Why would somebody that wants to become an engineer go take a math class from a teacher that's not an engineer? Why wouldn't you just shortcut all the filler, shortcut all the BS in between, and compress all this time and just go learn from the experts actually in their industry? Go learn from that engineer that spent 10, 20, 30 years in that industry, and be able to learn from him, compress the 10, 20 years and compress it into a weekend. Compress it to a couple days. Like, why? So here's this, and here's what I'll tell you. Here's how I know this. Kylie, Taylor, Ryan, Monique, here's how I know this. Okay, I was a small town girl, Gillette, Wyoming. I was not the smartest. I did not get valedictorian. I hated school. I never showed up. I was not the prom queen. I had like two friends in high school. I was definitely not the most well-spoken or charismatic or talented. I was in special education classes my whole elementary career, learning how to talk, like learning how to enunciate words. Okay, so I wasn't any of that. But here's one thing I know is it all changed the day I learned about self-education. Self-education today is a $350 million per day industry. I learned from the people, the experts in their field, like what they knew. That's who I learned from. And today I've had the honor to get to travel to countries all over the world. I've gotten the honor to get to travel to continents all over the world, helping literally thousands of people to date. I've got to go do what I love, do my passion, like make an impact, like enjoy my life, like feel like I have meaning and I'm adding value. I've been able to do that my life since I discovered this whole self-education. And here's what I want to tell you. Is it is not required. Alejandro, Pat, Ron. Hey, Ron. Okay. It is not required to go to college to go make money, to go to college to go have a huge following, to go to college. It's not required for that. If you want to do it, go do it. But what is required is if you want to become a better human, you want to make a bigger impact on the world, what is required is you've got to have self-improvement. You've got to study self-development. And so here's what my challenge is for you. I got a challenge for you. What I want you to do, if you're 100% satisfied with your life, like shut this off right now. You made it into the top 0.001%. In fact, if you feel like you are 100% satisfied, I really don't think you are. And here's why I know. It's because progress equals happiness. No matter how high up you make it up on the totem pole, no matter how many accomplishments you get, progress equals happiness. You'll never be happy unless you're constantly having some sort of progress, some sort of project, some sort of mission or path you're going on. But if you're somebody that's looking for more everything, more juice in life, then what I want to challenge you to do is I want you to find somebody you connect with. Find a personal development book. Find somebody that's actually been out there and done it. Don't listen to the masses that haven't executed. Find those people that have actually executed and they have actual results to date. Find that person, find that book, and study it. Study it. In fact, what I want you to do, if you can't find a book, message me, and I will send you a handful of titles I love. In fact, I got 30,000 books right over here. Might be a slight exaggeration, but I got a lot of books over here. Message me, and why would they even do that? Why would they take time to go and respond back to messages? I got 10,000. But there's something I learned called the boomerang. I learned it through self-development. And what the boomerang is what you put out is what you're going to get back. And so the more you go out there and go help, that boomerang, you don't know how far it's going to go. You also don't know how long it's going to turn. But one thing is guaranteed is that boomerang is going to come back. So the more you give, the more you get back. So I would gladly, just to help out, I will gladly, because I love you, I respect you. And why do I do that? Because you're a human, you deserve it. I would love to let you in on some of my favorite books that have helped. But I will only do this if you are willing to commit 30 minutes a day. Out of your whole 168 hours you have per week, 30 minutes a day, which would be slightly, what percentage of that? Can somebody do this real quick? What is 168 hours? What is 30 minutes a week out of 168 hours? Can someone do that really quick? Mark, Nello, Melissa, can you guys do that? I don't know, it's less than 1%. Less than 1% of your day. I want you to stop what you're doing right now, pull over out of the car, stop working out, whatever you're doing right now, stop what you're doing and mark down 30 minutes today and tomorrow and the next day, just for 7 days. Right now. Not later, right now. Stop what you're doing. Stop. I'll just sit here and just stare at you. Do it. It's so important, because what's going to happen is if you don't sit there and mark off 30 minutes every single day, just for the next 7 days, people can do anything for 7 days, but if you don't stop and mark it off right now, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. And see what happens if you just stay stagnant right here. If you don't move, you don't stay there, you end up going backwards. So you're connected to this FaceTime Live, whatever it's called, for a reason. Mark off 30 minutes a day, every single day in your calendar for the next 7 days to read that personal development book. And if you do that, watch what transpires in life in the next 7 days. Yeah? Sound good? Julie, I got so many books I want to suggest to you. Hi, Mark, long time no see. But try this. Try this just the next 7 days. Do you want to know book comments? Just message me. I'll shoot you 50,000 things that I have. But that's what you got. You got 30 minutes. If you're in on this, say me too. Hashtag me too. Hashtag me too. Have an amazing night. Remember, progress equals happiness. See ya.